access to ourselves and to others, and to assess what is of true value. In authentic moments, we let down our defenses. These are the moments that create trust and allow us to feel open, to take risks, and to be vulnerable and honest. Authentic moments provide clarity and reveal the genuine qualities we hold within. Authentic moments often result from crises that focus us toward what is most important and valuable in our lives, namely our most direct, clear, and honest relationships. For example, I witnessed my parents gain greater awareness of one another when their lives seemed to be ending. Their needs, desires, fears, and regrets led them to reach out and find one another. My parents' suffering provided the impetus they needed to break through their ingrained habits and inhibitions and to bring more honesty and spontaneity to their relationships. Their newfound openness was a revelation to me as they discovered meaning in all they had endured and shared. They moved outside of their established routines. He joined her in grocery shopping and engaged in the neighborhood gossip, and she sat with him and cheered on the Chicago Bears, commenting on the plays with him as if they were lifelong buddies. Authenticity is truth and genuineness. It means remaining faithful to your personality, spirit, and character, and not letting your original self become corrupted with falsehood. You sense when you are being authentic. You know when you're doing something that feels honest and sincere, just as you know when you're playing a role or putting on a game face. You also know when someone is being real with you. Authenticity is therefore something we all can recognize, and something we can all experience. In its simplest form, it is much like the heartfelt, honest enthusiasm of children who are eager to be with you when you show interest in them. Following my father's death, my mother seemed determined to maximize each moment. Her 3-year prognosis stretched into 10 precious and vital years. During this time and through several tumors and hospitalizations, she never once complained or expressed fear to me. Her perseverance and strength moved me. For example, when we were in Greece, her determination led her on an arduous religious pilgrimage and a barefoot climb through the mountain cliffs of the Meteora monasteries to participate in Holy Week services. Physical limitations would not stop her desire to make contact with God. My mother was gaining a deeper understanding of who she was and what mattered to her, and she was seeking genuine fulfillment in her life. During the difficult period of my parents' illnesses, I experienced a deep sense of authenticity in both their deepening relationships and their openness to themselves, others, and God. Their honesty toward each other strengthened their relationship, and they could support one another even when things were at their worst. They were also honest with themselves. In particular, my mother's realistic appraisal of her situation gave her a genuine sense of peace. At one point, as the end drew near, I asked her about dying, and she confessed, "I don't want to die. I want to be with you and the family. But I know that we will all die. I know that life is just a visit, and I have to get ready for what's next. But for now, I want to make the most of every day that I have." Recognizing my parents' deeper awareness of themselves and of one another directly affected my own personal and professional relationships. It also influenced my research. By now it was apparent that this struggle for self-awareness and balance was not a theme for women alone. As I explored how people find fulfillment in their jobs and in their homes, I began to pursue the deeper, more personal themes I found in my interviews with both high-profile men and successful women. To my surprise, many of these celebrities welcomed the opportunity to consider how their more private and sometimes painful experiences awakened a need for authenticity in their lives. Tom Hanks, for example, described the extreme loneliness in his early life, in contrast to the vibrant relationships that he has developed throughout his career. Lucille Ball, moreover, discussed how she established a committed relationship through remarriage, long after confronting the emotional devastation caused by her former husband's infidelity. Jay Leno connected his interests in entertainment to his childhood efforts to gain the recognition of his parents. And Sandra Day O'Connor credited her life on the farm for fostering the responsibility and values that guided her. The search for authentic connections and meaning seemed to strike a nerve in each person I spoke to. What intrigued them were not questions concerning the practical measures by which we succeed or meet society's expectations. I later realized that they were concerned with our ultimate challenge in life, maintaining integrity through our authentic nature and the depth